Hi, everyone. This is Mrs. Rutledge, and I'm posting a lot of different books about butterflies and caterpillars and the butterfly life cycle. And in my classroom at Northmont Elementary, if you're a kindergartner, welcome. You are watching this video because it goes along with our learning we're doing this week. Our new set of packets for the week of May 26th. And so every day I'm posting a different story about butterflies, and there's a lot of different pages in your packet about the life cycle of a butterfly. And so we're going to be talking about that. So I've done a couple of different stories. I've done the first story I did was called The Monarch Butterfly by Gail Gibbons. And then I did Monarch and the Milkweed. And now I'm going to read another one of my favorites by one of my favorite authors, which is Eric Carle and The Very Hungry Caterpillar. And this is a great story. If we were in class, we would be doing a painting project to make our own caterpillar that looks like this. And we take the edge of this part of our hand and we paint it green, and we hand stamp some green shapes together, and then paint a red, and then do a red one for the head, and add some details to it. So moms and dads or whoever, it's a fun painting project if you have green and red paint to do that. But yeah, lots of fun projects. And you can look them up. There's on Pinterest and lots of stuff online to go with this story to do. All right, so this story is called The Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carle, one of my favorites. You have to be careful when you read this story because it might make you a little hungry too. All right, The Very Hungry Caterpillar. And at the beginning here, there's a letter from Eric Carle to the readers of this story. I'll read to you what he says. Dear friends, The Very Hungry Caterpillar was first published way back in 1969. Many times I've been asked where the idea for the book came from. One day, using a hole puncher, I playfully punched holes into a stack of colored papers. Looking at all the holes, I imagined a bookworm could have done that. And then the bookworm became a green worm. Talking it over with my good editor, Anne Benedict, the green worm became a caterpillar. Millions of children, parents, and grandparents all around the world have enjoyed my book, the story, and the pictures. I must admit I was surprised that my caterpillar became so popular, and I'm happy that the hopeful story of a little caterpillar turning into a beautiful butterfly has been enjoyed by so many. Thank you. From Eric Carle. He did a little painting of a little caterpillar. All right, let's get to it. The Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carle. In the light of the moon, a little egg lay on a leaf. There it is. On one Sunday morning, the warm sun came up, and pop! Out of the egg came a teeny tiny and very hungry caterpillar. And there it is. Isn't it so cute? And there's the sun. I love Eric Carle's illustrations. It looks like he always uses a lot of different layers of paint and colors and puts them together. So now he started to look for some food. So he's looking, and Here's what he finds. On Monday, he ate through 1 apple, but he was still hungry. So there he is. He ate a hole through that apple. On Tuesday, he ate through 2 pears, but he was still hungry. There he is, coming out. On Wednesday, he ate through 3 plums, but he was still hungry. Here he comes. On Thursday, he ate through 4 strawberries. See them? Yeah, but he was still hungry. Did you know I was going to say that? And there he is, coming out of that strawberry. On Friday, he ate through 5 oranges, but he was still hungry. All of those oranges. This is my favorite page. On Saturday, he ate through 1 piece of chocolate cake, 1 ice cream cone, 1 pickle, 1 slice of Swiss cheese, 1 slice of salami, 1 lollipop, 1 piece of cherry pie, 1 sausage, 1 cupcake, and 1 slice of watermelon. Whew, can you believe it? That's a lot of things. Let's count how many things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 things he ate through. Can you imagine? So that night, yeah, he had a stomach ache. I probably would too. And you probably would too. The next day, it was Sunday again, so it's been a week. The caterpillar ate through 1 nice green leaf. And after that, he felt much better. There he is. Ate a few little holes in those leaves, and now he feels better. But now, he wasn't just hungry anymore, and he wasn't just a little caterpillar anymore. He was a big, fat caterpillar. Yikes! That is a fat caterpillar. So he built a small house. It called a cocoon around himself, and he stayed inside for more than 2 weeks. That's about 14 days. And then he nibbled a hole in the cocoon and started to push his way out. He was a beautiful butterfly. Yes. Does he look anything like he did when he was a caterpillar? Not really, except that his face is still red, but everything else is different. Yeah, that's called metamorphosis. When you completely change from one thing to another, that's a metamorphosis. So our caterpillar just went through a metamorphosis. That's a big word. And that's the end. Yes. The Very Hungry Caterpillar by Carle. Check it out if you haven't already. It's one of my favorites, and lots of other Carle books as well. Now, I have a couple of things to show you. So, I have some things here I'll show you. Here's a little leaf with some eggs on it. Yeah, just like in our story. And here's a leaf. And you can see the little caterpillars have hatched out of the eggs, and they're starting to eat the leaf. Do you see that? And then I have a caterpillar that got bigger. Yeah. And then I have a chrysalis or a cocoon. Usually if it's a moth type of insect, they make cocoons. And if it's a butterfly, they make a chrysalis. And then we have the butterfly. Yeah, pretty cool. So the first stage, we would say, of the life cycle would be the egg stage. Then we have what's called, you can say, baby caterpillar. Technically, they're called larvae when they're this tiny. And then they grow into a bigger caterpillar. And then, so it's egg and then caterpillar or larva. And then the caterpillar grows and sheds its skin and grows and sheds its skin. And then it makes its chrysalis. That would be like the third stage or fourth stage, depending on how many caterpillar stages you include. And then our last stage is it comes out as a butterfly. That's right. Pretty cool. So in our packet for this week, there are a couple of different pages on the life cycle. So probably after this video, you might want to go work on one of those pages or activities. Yeah. And if you want, you can look up with Mom and Dad some activities, some art activities. There's lots of them that go along with our story today of the hungry caterpillar. The painting one where you use your hand and you paint this part of your hand green and you make your caterpillar. That's fun to do. And if you make a caterpillar, if you do an activity, or maybe you can just draw one if you want to try to make a fun caterpillar like this with a big red face and eyes and his little antenna and then his green squishy looking body. You can do it with paint, or if you want to draw and color one, that's fine too. And send me your pictures. All right. I hope you enjoyed our story today, and maybe you'll do something fun. Have a good day.